Well, if you can't beat a mutant, be a mutant. Welcome back to Radio Shack. Today we're here to talk about the brand new episode of TMNT, the Super Shredder. Now we start off with this episode and we see that the Shredder is still lined up in bed and he's still not feeling well and he wants his strength back and he tries to tell Baxter Stockman to give him the rest of the mutagen. But Baxter Stockman tries to warn him that the mutagen is still unstable and he still has to work some of the kinks out. But he ends up threatening Baxter Stockman and tells him to give him the rest of the mutagen, and when he does, we see him transform to what is now seen as the Super Shredder. But we catch back up with the Turtles at the lair, meditating with Master Splinter, and it kind of gets interrupted when Splinter is starting to have flashes of the dream he had the night before of when he fought the Shredder, and he didn't make it out. And they're just hoping that it was a dream and not a premonition. So we catch back up with the Shredder, and Tiger Claw has seen what has happened to the Shredder, and that he has a plan to draw out Splinter and the Turtles, and he sends for Bradford. When we see Bradford, he is watching a marathon of his old TV show. At the same time, so are the Turtles. But during that, a power outage goes out, and we see that it starts back at the Shredder's lair, and they have to go check to see if Karai is alright. We go there and we see Tiger Claw and Razar break in and they bring Shredder. And Karai calls him out for becoming everything that he hates, a mutant. But the Shredder ends up fighting the Foot Clan, and Shinigami and Karai ends up taking him down without a sweat. And he takes Karai as bait. So the Turtles try to catch and see what's going on, and they run into the new and improved Shredder. And they try to ram him over, but he just catches the Shell Razor and flips it over and tells them to tell Splinter to meet him where he last defeated him. Which is from Season 2, the ending, where they fought in the sewers. So they go to the sewers and they're trying to be cautious because it might be a trap. And it does end up being a trap because we see that Shredder has pictures trying to mess with Splinter psychologically before going one-on-one. After they almost get burnt, the Turtles and Splinter get separated as they have to fight Razar and Tiger Claw on the subway, as Splinter has to try to go save Karai as we see she is chained up. Splinter ends up seeing the new Shredder and tells him that he's become a monster inside and out. And as they go into battle, Shredder is easily winning this fight, and Splinter has to use one of the smoke bombs to escape. After the Turtles end up defeating Razar and Tiger Claw, the train gets switched onto a track to where it has a collision course, but the Turtles are able to hop off and they have to catch up with Splinter. Karai is able to escape using her snake abilities to unlock the chains, and when they try to catch up, they end up having to face some footbots. The new and improved footbots. After they defeat the footbots, they try to follow to see where Splinter has went, and we see that they are fighting where he last fought the Rat King. And Splinter has the upper hand for a minute because he's using his distractions, but Shredder ends up getting the upper hand. As the Turtles catch up to them, they have to fight more footbots, and as Shredder is starting to defeat Splinter, he ends up crushing his foot. After he crushes his foot, we see that Splinter had a trap set to explode, and they end up falling down together, saying that we are going to die together. That was like a 1,000-foot fall. The Turtles try to escape and get away, but they are then met by Shredder's mutant army, and that's where the episode just ends. Man, Turtles, you had to end on a cliffhanger, man. This was a great episode to come back. It was like a psychological thriller meets a horror show with a lot of action. So it was a lot in the mixture, and it did very well. I'm really excited for next week's episode. This is just a great way to come back. What did you think of this episode? Comment below, let me know what your favorite parts were. If you like my recap / review, hit the like button. It always helps out. If you're new here, and you enjoyed what you saw, hit the subscribe button. We also talk Power Rangers and other superhero things. My last video will be linked in the description down below, and until my next video, I will see you later.